Ambassador of Chile to the Czech Republic, Sergio Montero, who is a scouting manager for Startup Chile, and Maria Hahn, who is a founder of Nutrix, and she will share experiences that she and her team had with Startup Chile. It is our honor for the Ministry of Industry and Trade and our other partners that are part of the Czech startup scene to be able to host this. We know that last time we had a lot of different questions from startups around the world sorry, around the Czech Republic. We are not that famous. And we see Latin America and Chile as a very good and sometimes maybe a little overlooked place where a lot of Czech startups can find their next home. So this might be an ideal opportunity for everybody to get to know more about the environment there, about what Startup Chile is offering, and as well as what they are looking for in a way of right fit for their programs. This is why we are here today. We want to share more with the audience and with everybody. Roughly a month ahead of new calls for the programs. And without further ado, maybe I will ask Mr. Ambassador to share a couple of his thoughts and to welcome you all here as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jan. Dobrý den, good afternoon. I would like to say a few words to thank the Americas Department of the Ministry of Industry and Trade for hosting this, well, I don't know if traditional, but this is already third web seminar about the Chilean startup program in collaboration with the Startup Chile's scouting manager, Mr. Sergio Montero, and programs graduate Maria Hahn, today from Italy. Although I have a very special welcome to the group of Czech entrepreneurs, hoping that your participation today in this webinar, you can find opportunities to develop and internationalize your business. Also, I see that we have several institutions working in support of startups and internationalization of companies today in the audience. To them also a warm welcome and the standing invitation from this embassy to find ways of cooperating with your institutions. Just to say that when speaking about Chile's startup program, it amuses me to ask 2 or 3 questions. Why are we doing this? Why is the Chilean government supporting foreign entrepreneurs? Why are we offering free financial support, mentoring and training to foreign companies? Well, the main purpose of this apparently weird thing is to strengthen our enterprise environment and business innovation culture by connecting our business community in Chile with innovative people and companies from all over the world. We are looking forward for what we consider an injection of diversity, energy, and new ideas to our business ecosystem. This is why we are doing this. We want you to bring with you your innovative spirit to influence and inspire the Chilean business community. And well, it is also my hope that, of course, economic relations with the Czech Republic would benefit enormously if some Czech innovators like yourselves go to my country to develop and scale up your business. So for all of this, I wish you all a very productive seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for very kind words. Maria Hahn will speak later. So maybe without further ado, I would give the floor to Sergio Montero, scouting manager for Startup Chile, who will walk us through the programs and why Chile is the good choice if you are looking for if you are looking to expand to that region and maybe beyond. And yes, so Sergio, the mic and the screen is yours.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the presentation. I agree. I totally agree with the idea that Chile is nowadays the best place in Latin America to start your business, especially for tech companies that want to use Chile as a prototype or starting their companies to scale to other countries in this region, especially. I would like to start to explain what is my role in Startup Chile. I'm the scouting manager. I'm looking for spread the word of the Startup Chile's programs, and also to look for a great applicants or entrepreneurs that are good.
I cannot listen it anymore.
Oh. Yes, I think we lost him a little bit. So maybe it's just a hiccup. Hopefully. Well, this happens sometimes.
Max, could you try something?
I am trying.
I have. You can hear me right now?
Sorry, now it seems you are back.
Okay, perfect. So it could be my mics. This is a typical technical issues that we need to overcome.
Well, you are back, so that's good.
In a pandemic. Sorry for that. As I said before, I'm the scouting manager of Startup Chile, and I would like to explain a little bit more about the history of this public policy, where the state of Chile is looking for startups, a global startup to come to Chile and give the possibility to start their business and inspire and create an ecosystem in our country. This public policy born in 2010, when it was a particular year for the history of Chile. We have an economic and social crisis provoked by the global financial crisis, boosted by the subprime crisis from 2008. And also we had one of the strongest earthquakes in the history. So imagine that we are facing a huge challenge to reactivate the economy and thrive again our economy for the next year. On the other hand, we are looking for really good examples of great ecosystems that are creating really good companies and global companies. For example, Silicon Valley, Israel, and Singapore were good countries that are developing new public policies and also created environment for tech companies in the world. So we are looking these places also because we saw these countries as an example of environments that creates ambitious business where and business that can scale and disrupt industries in every part of the world. We're looking, for example, the creation of WhatsApp, Airbnb, Dropbox, Ubers, and all these companies were created in the middle of crisis especially at the beginning of the last decade. So looking at this, we know that technology companies founded by talented entrepreneurs are the ones that can thrive economy in the middle of crisis, especially right now where we are facing a social crisis in regards of the pandemic context. And we need to look forward to other ways to reactivate our economy. Especially in Chile, we before 2010, we have a economic productive matrix based on the mining sector, salmon, and wine. So we don't have any too much culture of entrepreneurship and innovation. So through Startup Chile and the creation of the Startup Chile, we want that to implement a mindset in the population of Chile and create inspire other people, students, for example, in Chile, and other entrepreneurs to start their technology company here in Chile. So that's we create Startup Chile in order to attract talent for a global talent to inspire and makes this similar effects that, for example, Messi have with football players in around the world, and use this entrepreneur for giving inspiration for example, the students or the population of Chile to make some revolutions and make and start to make a mindset, a global mindset for creating new technologies and diverse our economic productive matrix. So since then we are looking a bunch of a wide range of initiatives that boost our ecosystem for support tech companies here in Chile. So Startup Chile is the first public accelerator in the world and is created by the Chilean government for a high potential entrepreneur for bootstrap their startup using Chile as a platform to also scale globally through LATAM and other parts through the world. And also it's have been considered one of the best acceleration of the startup in the region, and one of the also the best or at least the top 10 of this the acceleration programs ranked in the world, acclaimed by the Jim Institute, for example, or other institutions like Forbes, whatever. So what we are looking for, and some entrepreneurs always ask me, have been asked me about what kind of startup we are looking for, and I would say that this is the base for apply to Startup Chile. And if you normally those startups that don't explain very well why they are startups in its application form, they probably don't consider for our program. So this could be the most useful information for starting a base for your application process. So take consider of these tips. First of all, what we are calling a startup, there are four main pillars that made a startup for us. And one of them is that is an emerging company. Also, it's an early stage company that are creating a new solution, a new technology. There are also a tech-based company
and also innovation, having an innovation base in their business model or technology, and also it's scalable. It's really important that you need to consider these 4 pillars when you are applying to Startup Chile. The first one is needs to consider that a startup is an entrepreneurship. That means it's an emerging company that creates a new business model, or it's a new company that is in its early stages of development. Also, as I said before, it's a tech-based company. And what it means by tech-based? First, that use the technology to innovate and scale. This is really important, but sometimes in the application form, there are some companies that don't mention or don't emphasize the technology and the innovation that they propose for a business. So it's important that you need to consider when you are applying to Startup Chile that the technology is something that
we miss you. The connection failed. Sergio, you...
Well, things like that happen, I guess. Let's give him a minute again. Hopefully he's gonna be able to fix the connection if it's an internet problem. Sergio, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, we lost you a bit ago, so it seems that we are back. So good.
Sorry, I need to pay my bill of the Wi-Fi. Sorry for that. No, I'm joking. I mean, sorry for the interruption. As I said before, we are looking for a tech-based startup. That means that you need to emphasize that the technology is a core component of your business. And what means that, for example, sometimes people said that I have an Instagram of my business, or I have a YouTube channel, or a website, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a tech-based a startup or tech-based entrepreneurship. What it means by tech-based, for example, when you use the technology for solve an important problem of any industry. For example, Uber use technology for connect and create a crowd platform where drivers can connect with people that wants to pay for a transportation. So it means that you need to emphasize your technology as a core business, a core component of your business. What it means by innovation, it's innovations. It means that you can create a business that create that solve a problem in a more efficient or cost efficient way to solving this problem. I mean, for example, you could be more efficient in process. For example, in the industry of logistics and transportation, you can be more efficient or more faster than other competitors. You can create also, or you can offer a service like, for example, new e-commerce platforms for a small and medium enterprise, and you also can create a product where, for example, you can create a new product, for example, in the food industry, or in the nanotechnology industry. I don't know. You can be more. You need to explain what is the innovation behind of this. and you need to answer this question, the question of what problem are you solving in a more efficient or cost-effective way during your application in your application form. What we are meaning by scalability, that the business can increase, can attend more clients without radically increasing their cost. And if, for example, a more linear entrepreneurship, it needs invest for example, to open new office or something like that. In this case, with the startup, it's not necessary about that, and they can use their technology for scale and reach out more customer in a faster way. So that means that startups have have to grow cost efficiently, and it's not necessary that you can, for example, invest in more money for open and attend more clients. So some examples that we are not considered a startup nowadays is a small and medium enterprise that needs, as I said before, needs more and higher investment, for example, to open more office or something like that, to attend more clients. Also a consultant agency that have a linear growth where, for example, or needs more people to attend clients and needs more human resources for give the same service in all for all the clients. And also the franchise that is growth based in the standardization of process and not in necessarily in the technology, such as McDonald's or Starbucks. Example of companies, as we said before, are, for example, Mercado Libre, that is one of the biggest e-commerce platform in Latin America, Uber Eats, Airbnb, WhatsApp, and Cabify, that we also know that are in every part in the world in just 5 years or less than 5 years. So what do we are offer, and what are the programs that we offer as Startup Chile? We have 3 different programs in one application process that is called BIG. What is mean by BIG? First, is divided, as I said before, is divided in 3 programs. The first one is the build program for startups that are in an early stage or prototype or developing the technology. The Ignite program is for startups that are in the prototype or are trying to scale sales to reach out an important portfolio of clients. And also the growth program is for a startup that wants to scale to other countries and open a important seed investment round of Series A or B. So if we are looking the life of any startup, our program is divided like this, and we offer different kind of batches for this startup in one application process. This application process, and please take note of this, will open in the 12th of October of this year, and we and the deadline to apply for applying to all of these programs or one of these programs will be the 2nd of November. We are going to launch and announce the results in January, the 14th of January, and also the program will start in March, at the beginning of March. So if you have any doubt, we are also explaining a little bit more about the requirements to qualify to these programs. And also, if you have any doubt, you can send me an email if you want. Okay, so looking for the programs that we offer, first of all, we have our pre-acceleration program that's called Build, that also support at least 50% of startup led by female founders as an initiative for boost more companies in this era where we need more female founders for boost startups in this with equal in a equal gender, in a equal opportunities for any gender. So for this program, we offer a program for we offer a program for startups that are validating their idea or are developing a prototype or their technology. We offer a 4th month of programs. I'm going to say a little bit more about what we offer in all the programs further. And we support around 2 cohorts per year, or up to 40 or 50 startups each one. And also we give to all the startups that we select around $13K of US dollars in a equity-free funding. That means that we don't take equity for your startup. And also you have, if you are accomplished and have a great performance during the program, we can offer a possibility to get an extension of another round of $6,000, also equity-free funding. So the criteria and the requirements to qualify to this program is first the team leader, that is the counterpart of the application with us, and must have a 18 years old. So they can, and they need to be they need to have an exclusive dedication to the startup. That's mean a full-time job in the startup. And also if the company the company needs to follow the criteria, and the project needs to follow the criteria that I mentioned before, and needs to be tech-based, startup, and scalable solution. The company needs to have less than 12 months before the less than 12 months before the application process, or when they apply to our programs. And if you are a natural person, that will be your case when you are applying to Startup Chile. The startup needs to have less than 12 months counted from the moment when the product start to have a commercial validation. Like, for example, market approach, interviews, potential clients, launch of the product on websites, social media, etc. The team leader needs to settle in Chile at least throughout the whole program acceleration, and it's typically around 5 months, and depending on the situation, and if we award with another with the extension that we offer here in this program, must stay in Chile and spend all the extension money that are 3 months more, typically 3 months more for during in Chile. The team leader cannot change after the application is completed, so it's important that you can select the one that is can makes the right severance, and it's the right person to be the counterpart of with us. And also you need to take care about the terms and conditions, and make sure that you can you can understand this term and condition before you're applying. Normally, it's the terms and condition are available 1 week before the application process open. Okay, so next, the acceleration program that we offer for that called Ignite is for a startup that have at least a functional product or an MVP, and once or have a product and start to scaling sales or have an important portfolio of clients. We offer here also a 4-month program acceleration of acceleration, and we support 2 cohorts per year, up to 30 and 40 startup each one. We gave to the startup an equity-free funding of $32,000, depending also the amount of the value of the dollar here in Chile. And also we offer an extension also if the startup achieved all the requirements and also have a really good performance, can also have an access to an extension of another $32,000. The criteria and the requirements to qualify to this program that's called Ignite is first, the startup needs to have at least a functional product or service. So be aware of that you can show at least an MVP during the application process. The teams with a complement, we need teams that have at least complementary skills where and also that you need to show that your team have, for example, a business pillar or a technology or development part. So so you can increase also your chance to being selected in the Startup Chile programs. The team leader must have an exclusive dedication on her or his startup as a full-time job, and also the founder must have 10% of the company at least in equity. The company must have created at most 3 years before the application process open. And also for a natural person that again will be your case if you want to apply to Startup Chile. It needs to be less than 3 years that will be from the moment that the commercial validation of your product or service starts. Again, when you have a market approach, interviews, or start or sell your product. The team leader also has settled in Chile. In this case, for typically 5 months. And also, if you have the possibility to get an extension, you need to stay another 7 months in Chile for spend the whole extension money. And the team leader cannot be changed after the application is completed. So again, make sure that it is going to be the right founder for being a counterpart with us. So again, remember to read the terms and conditions before applying to Startup Chile, because we will use these terms and conditions for makes a contract and give you the money and the funds that we offer. Finally, the program that we call Growth is for scaling, for scale-ups, and for startup that wants to consolidate an expansion of tech-based business. We offer this program for a startup that have an important portfolio of clients and wants to reach out other markets in Latin America and other countries. We offer programs of up to around 8 months, and we support our 2 cohorts per year, up to 15 to 18 per cohort, and we offer an equity-free funding of $97,000. We don't have an extension here because we want that the startup have the flexibility to scale to other countries, especially. So the startup needs to accomplish this requirement for applying to growth by selling between around of $100,000 and $1 million in the last 12 months. The team leader must have at least the 10% of the equity in the company, and the team leader must have the exclusive dedication to the company as a full-time job. The team leader must be in Chile for the program and before the application program starts. And we seek individuals who are partners with other founders and company incorporated in another country and want to use Chile as a platform to grow. And we're going to change this, but we think for legal entities with profits purpose are constituted in Chile with activities initially in the Servicio de Impuesto Interno, that is the internal service of revenue here in Chile. And also we have a transversal project throughout this program for support female founders that we call Female Founder Factor, just for creating an environment for boost talented female founders and help them to scale their business and bright the gap, the gender gap that exists in this industry. So here we created a community with important and relevant networks of female founders, female leaders. We are offering a special service of talents where we coaching leadership of we offer a special coaching for leadership women. And we boost recruiting of female talent. We offer an academy session that addresses the gender gap and wants to explain a little more the relevant issues that face and wants to cover them with a specific academy session for female founders. We offer an acceleration program where female founders can receive feedback for other female founders of the community, and we assure that all the mentors that the entrepreneur, the female of any entrepreneur have at least mentors, woman mentors. And we offer an ecosystem to looking for mentoring and other corporate and investment networks for in order to create an environment to support this startup led by female founders. And also we offer the possibility to, and we propose ourselves to have a gender parity to expose these talented entrepreneurs. What are we offer in these programs that I mentioned it before? First of all, as I said before, we offer an equity-free funding. We don't take equity from the startups. We also offer a free co-work space here in Chile, in Santiago, in the middle of the downtown of Santiago. Exclusive perks and deals for have access to discounts to any service such as Amazon Web Services, Google Hotspot, and so on. We offer acceleration programs that have a really clear structure composed by boards, that is session meetings with relevant experts and mentors of your industry, and also platoons, that is a peer-to-peer session where entrepreneurs can give each other feedback and solve any issue or problem in its industry. We have also academy sessions of workshops, talks of different kind of expertise, and also made of topics, a relevant topic of the development of a startup, for example, to how to do a business in Chile, how to scale your company, how to open an investment round, etc. We offer also expert office hours, for example, in legal permits or in intellectual property with different kind of institutions that, for example, support these kind of topics. And also we offer robust pitch training sessions where the company can improve their presentation for explain their problems, their solution, and their main metrics. We offer a wide range of connection composed by different networks that we manage here in Chile to support the companies. First of all, more than 200 voluntary mentors, as I said before, with a huge background in different industries, expertise, and so on. More than 100 corporate and government partners that wants to deal and wants to get in touch with this with our ecosystem, with our community of entrepreneurs. More than 100 worldwide partners for that will offer, for example, soft landing programs, embassies, and other important connection that whenever you want to reach other country, you can access if you want. More than 4,000 entrepreneurs around the world from different industries, nationalities, etc., and more than 50 investors that are looking for new deal flow in our startup community. We offer also a soft landing program in Chile. This is really relevant because if you are doing this by yourself, you are going to face a long and bureaucratic process. So we offer this soft landing program where you can access, first of all, a 1-year work visa that is called the Visa Tech. We have accompaniment throughout the process. We have a person that is in charge to help you in the whole process and to ensure that you can, for example, have an ID here in Chile or open a bank account or get the Visa Tech that I mentioned before. And also we have different kind of opportunities to, for example, open a bank account and establish your company here in Chile. For example, we have an association with local banks such as Banco BCI, that is the most important banks that support entrepreneurs here in Chile. And finally, one of the most important values of the Startup Chile programs is the community. We offer, we open our community of more than 200 startups, more than 500 entrepreneurs in around the world, and also is considered the biggest portfolio of a startup in the world. So it's really important that if you are selected here at Startup Chile, you can take advantage of this network, especially. So after mentioning all these great offer that we have here on our programs, I want to explain a little bit more about why Chile and why you need to consider this country for starting your business and to scale to other countries. First of all, Chile is ranked as the leading country in the region to do business, compared with Argentina, Brazil, Peru, for example, etc. And it's acclaimed by important institutions like Forbes, especially in 2019. It's an excellent lab to start your business. Here you are going to find different kind of resources, networks, and as we talked with Patricio, it's a cosmopolitan city that you can look different kind of expertise, nationalities, and you can nurture yourself with this global community. We are the Latin American leaders in digital connectivity. That means that we only have a different kind of breakthroughs that positioned our country as a leading trend in digital breakthroughs and improvement of any society. And also, our public policies are strongly supporting entrepreneurship. Not only Startup Chile is supporting entrepreneurs here in Chile, also we have all the public policies that offer the Public Economic Agency, the Chilean Development Economic Agency here in Chile, and other institutions that are constantly supporting new ventures. We have significant global commercial agreements. That means that we have the possibility to reach out other markets that Chile have a collaboration nowadays. And also, as I said before, we offer a soft landing program that is not also involved that you can start your business here in Chile. Also, you can have and reach out other markets here in Latin America. We are also agnostic in industries. We are not looking for a specific sector in a specific. And also we are agnostic to nationalities. That means that the Chilean entrepreneurs that applies to our programs also have the same possibility to foreign entrepreneurs that wants to be selected in our programs. Our main impact, first of all, as I said before, we have a huge community of startups from different nationalities and industries. Also, we have our portfolio is composed by mostly for foreign startups. And also, we have a huge community of alumni and entrepreneurs with different backgrounds and different expertise. We also have a different. We receive companies from United States, for example, Argentina, India, Europe, and so on. Our portfolio have a survival rate of around 47%. That means that around the half of all the startups that we supported are still active nowadays. And comparing with other studies, we have an excellent performance. Considering the average survival rate in the industry. Our founders' impact, our portfolio have now sales in $1.2 billion globally. They raise $1.2 billion they raise capital of an amount of $1.2 billion worldwide, and also the valuation of the portfolio it's around $2.1 billion. We have 29 ponies that are startup evaluated of more than $20 million, and one unicorn that is Cabify, and it have a valuation of more than $1 billion. We have a different kind of exit composed by 60 startups that have been acquired in these 10 years of Startup Chile. And also we have an incredible founders that, for example, Not Company, that is the most recent recently he recently reached with Notco the $1 billion valuation with during this year. And also we have Recorrido, that are founders from Germany that have one of the companies that sells more here in Chile. There's also a variety of startups that are a great case in different industry that create and Startup Chile have been supported during the last 10 years. But also I want to leave you with one of the great talented entrepreneurs that called Maria Hahn. She she's CEO and founder of Nutrix, that was an alumnus of TSF 11 and SIT 24, that are also the Build and Ignite programs, and have been awarded as the most innovative startup at the demo day of SIT 24. So take it away, Maria Hahn, to explain your experience during the program.
Thank you so much, Sergio, and thank you so much for the invitation. It's really great to be here. And yeah, we were very lucky to join the Startup Chile program for the female founders. We started at the beginning of last year, so in the middle of the COVID pandemic. And then we got into the SEED program. So we started with the Build program, and then we extended. At that time, it was called the SEED. That helped us to further develop our solution, test it with the partners in Chile, and now we are getting ready for the product launch. So what we are doing, we are developing sensors for the digital health monitoring. So we start with the sensor for the patients with diabetes. We are using the saliva as a mean of information. And we discovered, like in the past, I knew that Chile is a very open market to innovation. But during the program, we discovered also that Chile has a big problem with obesity, and as a consequence, also type 2 diabetes. So for us, we decided that it's not only like participation, like from the innovation point of view, that it's a great market, but it's also a great market for us, for our use case, because there is like almost 2 million patients with diabetes. So we are now getting ready for the launch. The Startup Chile has an amazing name, not only in Chile, but also in reputation, but also globally. And this helps that once you are in Chile, the team from Startup Chile will help you to connect with many partners, and also like not only great mentors and the network that Startup Chile has, but also with the government institutions. So like in our case, we managed to connect with the public health insurance company. We talk with the health ministry, and we continue this conversation that is also very important. So our base is in Switzerland, in Basel. We are at the border with France and Germany, but we incorporated Nutrix Chile in December last year. So for us, it was not only about the possibility of being the part of the program, and to get the extension, but it was also very important for us from the business point of view. So because, as I said, we are now getting ready for our launch. So I will just also share the website, so to show our product also, how it looks like. And yeah, I would encourage all of you to apply, because it's great to get, like, first of all, this is the website in Spanish for the Chilean market. So here, as you can see, we have our device. We did also lots of market studies in Chile. So I think that a great benefit of Startup Chile is that it's agnostic, as Sergio said. But this helps also, like, for us as a medtech startup, it was a great opportunity to connect with other startups that are, let's say, like, more in the customer goods segment, and that's why we could also, like, prepare, test more our device and get, like, this feeling of the customer goods products and services. So this is how it works. We connected also, thanks to the program, with the Diabetes Association in Chile. So now our solution for the launch is also endorsed by the association, and this is all now ready for the launch. We started the social media campaign a few weeks ago, and it's having a great result. So we are very happy. We did also, as you can see, like, we did the program with Startup Chile and with the Basel area. The program with Basel area is very focused, no? So it's really focusing on the medical devices. And for us, it really make a great success story to combine those two experiences, no? Like, agnostic program, focusing on, like, validation, going quickly to the market, and selling and getting the market traction, with let's say, like, experience from the Basel area that was, like, more focusing on the regulatory, patient aspects, IP, and, like, more formal parts from the medical device point of view. So I would say like this. And then what I wanted also to share is that there are excellent perks, as Sergio said. And there are perks from AWS, there are perks from the companies that collaborate with Startup Chile. So this is also very convenient, especially for the young startups as we were, let's say 1 year ago. And because you don't need to, let's say, like, look for the companies to collaborate with. You have, let's say, like, this great list of companies that were pre-screened by Startup Chile, that they provide high quality service that can help you to accelerate your growth. So I would strongly encourage all of you to apply. It's a wonderful experience. And also because the team is so knowledgeable. So it's like the team, the mentors, like you get like this amazing support from the team, so that you accelerate, so that you make the progress as fast as possible. And I think, yeah, we are very, let's say, like, we are very grateful, and we feel that it's a nice example also, because like in 1 year we prepare a medical device for the launch in Chile, which is really super express way for a product like our category. So I'm happy to connect with you if you have questions in regards to the application. You can chat me on LinkedIn, and I would be happy to have a digital coffee and talk about your projects. And also, like, maybe just to add, Santiago is a super beautiful city. I'm in Milano today, but I'm just getting ready because the borders are open. So as of 1st of October, foreigners can enter Chile with the COVID passport. So it's very, very easy to enter the country, and Santiago is such a beautiful city. So thank you so much, and yeah, let's stay connected.
Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Sergio, for all the information provided and sharing your experience with the program. We had opportunity to hear a little bit about Santiago before the seminar itself started, and now another words of support. So if you are hesitating, if you are gonna like it there as a place to live, so you can rest assured that you definitely will. So again, thank you everyone. As I mentioned during the presentation, anybody that wants to ask something can and could write it down to the chat function of Teams, and you will also have opportunity to speak now. If you want to ask something, please use the raise your hand function, and maybe without any delays, we may go to the question that Maximo wrote down. What are the most common mistakes startups do when they apply to startup programs? Maybe Sergio?
Perfect. I mean, as I mentioned before in the presentation, one of the main mistakes that made all the applicants here at Startup Chile is not consider and explain why you are at a startup. You need to explain very well what is the technology behind of your startup, why the technology is a core business, is a core component of your business, and also why your startup is innovative and makes cost effective or solve a problem in a more faster way than others. Also, you need to explain very well why your startup is scalable, and you need to make some differentiation for other companies or more linear growth companies, and explain very well why you can scale and reach out other markets in a little or in a narrow period of time. So that I think are the most important and relevant advice that I can give you for you guys before you can apply to Startup Chile.
Perfect. Thank you. If there is any follow-up question, don't hesitate to raise your hand or to write it down. And Mr. Ambassador wants to ask a question.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jan, and thank you for the presentations. Two quick questions to Sergio and one for Maria as well. Is 13,000 enough money to live in Chile for 5 months? And the other one maybe is a longer question. You spoke about terms and conditions earlier, and you also enumerated a lot of conditions for each program. What is in the terms and conditions that have to be released only 1 week before the application? It is it's not too short a period, or what sort of things could they expect? Because if you're telling me that the process open of 12th of October, that means that maybe more or less in 10 days, people will know more or less the terms and conditions, or put it the other way, will these terms and conditions will change dramatically what we have heard today? Thank you. I'm sorry. And for Maria, just to if I have the floor, for Maria, please. What was the most fundamental contribution that the startup program made to your business development? Was there anything maybe dramatic that had it you not been there, you wouldn't be where you are now? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking about this also, like few weeks ago, no, like how our story would look like if we would not get the support from Startup Chile. And I would say, yeah, like it's difficult to imagine. I think even though, yes, there are requirements, those are the easiest requirements and the best terms that the startup can get, no? Because this is also like non-dilutive and it's a great economical support. Like once we now raise also funds from investors that, let's say, like the Startup Chile help us to get ready and to get prepared, and then let's say like this is, I would say like, yeah, we would not be in the same place if we would not join the program. And especially what was very helpful for us was the extension, because like the extension gave us the extra support and also extra grant that help us to like bridge this gap, no, between the acceleration and the private funding. So, and let's say like, and from the support point of view, like money is one thing. Of course, it's important when you are early stage startup, but the most added value is the ecosystem that Startup Chile brings. All the mentors, all the contacts, and like the door openers also, no, like, and so for us, Chile is the beachhead market. From Chile, we plan to enter other markets in Latin America.
Maria explained very well the benefits of being part of the Startup Chile. And also answering your question, Patricio. First of all, regarding the budget that we offer here at Startup Chile, is this enough or not for living in 5 months here? I would say yes. And also in regards of the condition that we of what the startup can invest using this budget is considered, for example, the rent, for example, of an apartment here in Santiago, and also if you are incorporated here in Chile, you can spend and invest a little invest a part of the money in salary for your team your team of founders and co-founders, for example, or to pay, for example, to another employee for a specific service, or so on. So the budget includes all these this context of living here in Chile, and also to spend the money to boost your company during the program. And also, according to the question of the terms and conditions, yes, it could be a little times before applying, but of course, I assure that the terms and conditions don't change a lot between programs and application process. It's just a few changes. For example, the programs that you can apply if you, for example, if you selected in another program of Startup Chile or Corfo. So we are constantly updating this information, but the whole and the structure of the terms and conditions didn't change at all. I would say that I can assure you that these terms and conditions are quietly the same as the last application process. So if you want, you can take a look to our website to look those terms and conditions. And when you are applying to this application process that will open in October, you can see the differentiation between both of them. But as I said before, and I repeat again, I can assure that there's no big differentiation between between the last version, comparing with the last version of the application process and the last version of the terms and condition that we launched in those days.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And besides walking through the website, we will also make the presentation available later to the registered participants. So.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds great. I mean, also you can send me an email if you want. If you have any doubt, I will happy to answer your question, your doubts, and we are always open to clarify some question and any doubt that you have. Also, we are going to have webinars, so be aware of our social media because we are announced the next webinars that where we are going to explain in details the programs, and you can make your question if you want.
Perfect. Perfect.
I have one more question concerning the three programs: Build, Ignite, and Growth. Is it possible, or is it a possibility that people in applying they may confuse in which program to apply, or do you give them guiding, or is it so evident that it's not possible to confuse?
I mean, I highly recommend to take care about the requirements to all the programs. The presentation have all of them, and over there you can select as much program as you want. And of course, if you are selecting, for example, to the Build and Ignite programs, we can offer the opportunity to select one of them. However, it's important that you can take care about all these requirements before applying, but because we have a complex selection process where we are looking for those startups that can qualify to all our programs. So I highly recommend to take care about it.
Cool. Well, I would now really reach out to the people listening. If there are anything that you want to ask, of course, you have the email and you can ask later if you are shy. But if there is something that maybe also others could hear, don't hesitate to ask now. I would maybe ask in between. Maria, you lived on both continents and in all different cultures. Do you think that sometimes people say that we talked a lot about how beautiful it is in Santiago, and sometimes people say that the mentality is really similar in Chile and in Europe. Would you agree, or would you describe it differently?
I think it's a beautiful city. It's very clean, and yeah, I think I highly recommend. I speak Spanish, so let's say for me it was also great, to communicate with people. But I assume English is also not a problem. That let's say people that live in Santiago are highly educated and can communicate. But I would also encourage this, if someone does not speak Spanish, it's a great opportunity, an extra plus to live in this culture. But no, it's a wonderful place. In the COVID, we did not have the opportunity. I thought, I will work from do smart working from Punta Arenas or from Atacama Desert. Unfortunately, it was not possible. It's possible now. So yeah, it's a wonderful country to visit and have this opportunity of 5 months living in the different culture.
I want to add something to the answer that Maria made. Nowadays, we are I said that I would say that in the last 10 years, Chile have been living a change in the general mindset for receiving new entrepreneurs and for angel startups. So that is expressed in, for example, the companies that want to, for example, deal with this kind of innovative entrepreneurs, and they are constantly looking at the Startup Chile community to get involved with this kind of a startup. There are also more open private funds that wants to invest in this company and wants to constantly looking for new deal flow for their investment. So imagine that our ecosystem is growing up. The possibilities that you can have a great experience here in Chile increase a lot. So so take advantage if you want to come to Chile for this community and this robust ecosystem that we have nowadays here in Chile.
Cool, perfect. Thank you. And I think that you know, there's no doubt that it's a great place to be, and all the programs introduced make it easier and help you to find your way around and to grow your business. The only thing that we can say is, if you feel ready, if you recognize that your company and your startup has the qualities described and requirements described, go out for it and apply. Get in touch with Sergio and his team if you have any doubts, and maybe they can help you to clear them up. And
yes, happy to do that.
Cool, perfect, thank you. And if there are no more questions, I believe this is it. We are looking forward, you know, to in the Ministry of Industry and Trade, we always look forward to support more and more international business exchange, and Latin America is truly a market that is worth looking at, worth going to, and Chile has been a great partner, and it's a great opportunity for every Czech startup and maybe even more mature companies to go into. So with startup programs that the Czech Republic is running regularly in different parts of the world, I believe this is very complementary and a nice footprint of our cooperation in Latin America. And yes, well, thank you everybody for participating at today's event. We are gonna send you a link for the presentation, as well as the contacts for Sergio and his team. And you can always reach out to us, and you know, keep looking at our. Well. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Maria, for being here today. Thanks everybody who made time and joined in. And see you next time.
See you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
See you guys.
See you. Bye.
Thank you for the invitation.
See you.